Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode 2. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to maximize the amount of resources you can gain when you're farming 6.3 for resources and not for like biddies or for loot or for the tickets, because of the fact that there are two main ways how you can farm this level, and especially we're talking about endless farming. You can farm this level for loot, and that's the video I already uploaded and a couple of days ago, where you really want to maximize the loot, especially the fighter enemies that are produced with the Infinitode miner, and you really maximize the loot in that way, the biddies you can obtain, and also the tickets and all the other items that you gain. But there is also another way how you can farm this level, that is to obtain a lot of resources. So we're talking about infer, tensor, matrix, vector, and scalar. And this level actually on endless is the best level when you can gain a lot of resources as well. And it's much better than like levels like 5.7 or 5.5 or 5.8 or any other level you may think about. So right now I'm gonna show you how to do it, and which is the easiest way to obtain as many resources as possible. Now the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna play on the highest difficulty possible on endless. So in my case I will go for 900%. In terms of research, even if you don't have it maxed, don't worry, you're not gonna really need it that much. You're gonna need, once again, like splash, Gauss, and crusher, and freezing. Like the same towers that you need for looting 6.3 are going to be the same towers you're going to use for this resource farming. But then you need another ability, like other than overload, having many overloads, like having the duration to last longer, more mining speed, is especially the blizzard ability and how long blizzard lasts. This is especially important for this resource farming in this level. And of course then like miners, how many resources you can get, the mining speed modifiers, how much is the bonus mining speed, is of course things that are gonna enhance even further how many resources you can gain. But if you don't have them maxed, don't worry, it shouldn't really affect your gameplay that much. And of course as you progress you're gonna be able to gain more and more. And then last thing is abilities. So especially this one, where you can store and then you can use more abilities at once, so your bar is larger. That's also very important. And yeah, that being said, let's just jump right away into this level. You're gonna need, as I said before, two main abilities. You're gonna need Blizzard and you're gonna need Overload. Now the start for this level, it's very similar to what you do on when you're farming it for loot. So just this double splash start with freezing, with a search modifier here in the middle, so that enemies cannot cut short and cannot reach your base faster. And then just use as many coins as you have, depending on your research, to try to place like more mining speed modifiers and more infer miners. And then you start. Now there is a huge difference compared to like when you're looting this level. That is that you don't want to upgrade the top miners. You don't want to place Gauss as early, but you want to wait a little bit. You want to wait a little bit until you get it. You get your Gausses and you start doubling the speed. Just go for the core as always at the top right side, and then just go for the right side here of the core. Alright, so it's pretty standard, something that you should be already doing. So I'm gonna place here these top miners, as you could see, back to the matrix, and then I'm gonna just start leveling up these bottom infer miners, and that's it. Like, I'm not gonna upgrade the top miners. It's very important that you leave them like level 0, and you leave them just like that. At the same time, I recommend you to upgrade freezing, crusher, and this bottom right splash. So I just go here with these upgrades. You can go also the ultimate from crusher to gain that some extra coins as well. And you're gonna upgrade this bottom left infer up to level 5. Alright, that should be good. There we go. And then you should be able to unlock this right tree and you're gonna go with this extra bonus mining speed you gain from the core right away. So you don't want to really upgrade anything else, you want to just go with this first. There we go. Level 3 the slow, level 2 crusher, and level 2 also splash. You're gonna gain level 2 here on this bottom right inferior, and then here you start doing the same as you did before. So like you place this Gauss, right? You upgrade it up to level 6 or 7 depending on what you prefer. You get the first and the third ability, and then you just want to reach here the ultimate. So the ultimate is going to be very important because it's going to double the mining speed, and so it's of course an ability that's going to allow you to farm even more resources, right? And here at the meantime, I'm going to just upgrade the bottom left miner up to level 7. All right, and here we go, that's the ultimate. So here you just need to take a look at the time and see when it's going to reach around 25 minutes. That should be the cutoff. So look here, 25. Here we go, 25 minutes. Then you want to sell Gauss. All right, you're going to place again your mining speed on the fire, and you're going to do the same in the opposite side. So you're going to place a Gauss, in this case in the left side, pointing pointing here towards the right side, so towards the enemies coming up from this other miner. You're gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna just get the level 7 in this case, 1 and 3rd ability, and then just upgrading this bottom left miner now level 7 as well. Level 6 here. Everything. Remember just to upgrade your towers, your offensive towers, because otherwise the enemies are gonna become too strong. So you're gonna end up losing lives. So, and here looking at the timer, around 25 minutes should be enough. So I'm gonna now sell this Gauss, and I'm gonna replace it. And now it's very simple. You just wanna max these bottom inferior miners, like level 10 the left one, and then I'm gonna go for the level 10 the bottom right one. I'm gonna go here for more bonus coins. And at this stage, what you're going to do, so once you have both of these bottom inferior miners level 10, you just want to check out the enemies and when they are able to push to forward. So when you see here, see that these enemies are able to push forward and forward, that's when you want to just upgrade your crusher level 10. And if that's not enough, upgrade your splash as well. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade level 7. See here, these many enemies, so probably I'm gonna have to upgrade the level 8 as well. I'm gonna also go for the attack speed. Important thing is not going for the ultimate, so don't activate the ultimate, because otherwise you're gonna screw up the strategy. Just go for like attack speed and like level 8 maximum. Level 8 should be enough. Alright, now here I'm gonna drop a vector and a matrix right in these top spots. Yeah, whatever. At this stage, like once you unlock this, your core is pretty much useless from now on. Alright, now you're gonna look at the tail of the boss. Alright, when the tail of the boss approaches this miner right here, see that now it's past it, right? This is when you wanna start placing also Gauss in this top side, and you want to also increase the attack speed of these top miners. So these left ones first, and then these ones in the right side. So again, pointing towards the enemies coming from the left side, so you don't damage the boss with Gauss. That's very, very important. Again, going for the first ability, the third one, and yeah, just like this. You should be able to snipe a lot of enemies with Gauss, so you should be able to do a lot of damage with it. And you should be able to level up like very quickly. You can even upgrade this Gauss like a bit more, maybe level 8 or level 9. But in this case, I'm gonna just upgrade it level 8. And once you have the ultimate, once again, just look at the timer. In this case, you're gonna just reach a little bit more than 22 minutes. So don't go again 25. Right, a little bit more than 22 should be enough. And I'm gonna do the same here for this right side. I will have to upgrade all these miners like at least level 2, because otherwise this Gauss is not going to be able to have enough resources to far. Alright, here we go, the ultimate, and then just check out the time. Once again, it's always the same. Alright, 23 minutes, that's alright. More than 22. And then at this stage is where you want to hold on. Like the boss should be around this area, right between all these enemies. So you can perfectly fine upgrade this bottom right splash level 10. Right, I recommend you to actually do it. Because now you have enemies, a lot of enemies spawning up from this top side. So you might end up losing some lives because of that. And now look here at the energy timer. Once you approach 29 energy, remember the maximum is 30. And once you have around 35 seconds, right here, see, that's when you wanna now place here a mining speed modifier. You're gonna upgrade this color, level 5, alright. Now you're gonna upgrade both splash, level 10. You're gonna get, and now you're gonna get the ultimate for both of them. This is gonna be very important because this is gonna make you kill the boss. So see, the boss is right there. You want to kill it now. You want to destroy it. Look here at the head. Is the last thing remaining. And it's very important here that you go slow. And as soon as the head explodes, now each miner is not gonna anymore produce enemies. That's very, very important. All right. Because now what you're gonna do is you wanna use 15 overloads. So you're gonna use all the overloads in a row. And you want to use one blizzard. Alright, and now what you simply do is you just upgrade all the miners level 10. All the miners that you have, right? You upgrade level 10. Then here, for example, I'm going to place a tensor and I'm going to upgrade level 10. And you should have enough coins to do all this process. I'm going to sell also these crushers. Alright, and I'm going to just keep placing here miners, and I will keep on upgrading them as much as possible. Remember, when you use all those overloads in a row, that's when you really are boosting a ton the speed at which the miners are getting the resources. So that's why I recommend you to do it in this way. And yeah, these miners are the last ones standing. I'm gonna just wait here a little bit so that my actually my splash are not even destroying these enemies, because they are a ton of HP. So I'm gonna just sell them and I'm gonna get more mining speed modifiers. And now it's a race against time, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep on using Blizzard as soon as the previous one expires. So normally I recommend you to go with this second speed. Don't go too fast, because otherwise these enemies will be able to come towards the base a lot faster. So I recommend you to go a little bit slower. And yeah, just keep on doing this. So you keep on refreshing Blizzard as soon as the previous one expires. Remember also that with 15 overloads, enemies are insanely fast. So yeah, that's why you don't wanna mess up. And you just keep doing this. So this is actually the longest process, because now your miners have a ton of mining speed. You're mining a ton of resources because of these 15 overloads. And the only thing that is preventing these enemies from killing you, because they are super tough, they have like billions of HP, is this Blizzard. And that's why I said before that it's so important having this Blizzard to last as long as possible. So in that way you can keep the enemies frozen for longer. And yeah, if you also have max energy, you should be able to make the enemies like you should be able to make these 15 overloads to end. So you should have the full effect for the full duration. And I also there is another very interesting factor that happens also here, that the score, you reach a score that is capped, that cannot increase any further. So look here at this number, when it's gonna reach 47 here, see that the score has stopped going up, even though I'm still gaining more resources and I'm like, it should be increasing, but this is the maximum number in many different games, in many different console platforms. That is the maximum number mathematically that can be calculated or something like that. So it's very interesting. Alright, let's keep on using blizzards here. Alright, I got 85 lives. There are a lot of enemies here, but I should be able to keep them at bay. You can see just 80 seconds left on the overloads. Alright, so I should be able to have one more blizzard use here, and then overload should be over, so the enemies should have like the normal amount of HP. Oh yeah, here we go. And now here maybe I can drop like a crusher or something like that to try to survive a little bit longer. Maybe, let's try. So now overloads are over, so even with this blizzard is over, you can see that the enemies are not so quick. So that's why I placed this crusher right here. Try not to lose right away. Alright, now selling it. And I can use one more blizzard, so I can delay a little bit more. Now without all those overloads, the speed is decent, but it's not super quick. So of course, like I'm still mining some resources, but it's not like a crazy amount. And yeah, that's it, because this is the maximum I could get. And here we go. So let's see how many resources I was able to gain. Remember guys, that I have double gain active because of the fact that I purchased the game when it got on Steam. So yeah, there is no way for me to disable double gain. And look here, how many resources I was able to gain, like 2.9 million Infier. All right, that's double. So actually, without double gain, it would be like 1.4 million something. Tensor 1.3 million, Matrix 2 million, Vector 2.2 million, and Scalar 1.3 million. So that's a lot of resources, right? And also the amount of time it took me to do all this was also very short. Like look at this, it was 10 minutes, but like a little bit more than 10 minutes. So that's why it's so effective, and that's why farming 6.3, even for resources and not even considering like the looting, so bid this and the tickets, is that great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.